Hey guys, I was shooting this afternoon. I got my bow out and I noticed that my connection to my bowstring for my drop away had loosened a little bit and slid up. And I wanted to go over a few things to check every time you get your bow out of the case before you shoot. So, like I said, I knew that my connection had slipped a little bit, and I knew that because I could see where it had been clamped in the past and that was above that point. But a good idea is to mark both strings with a Sharpie so that you know if it's slid right away. The second thing that I would say, once I've noticed that it's slid, is that I'm going to check the prongs on my drop away rest to see if there is any residue from my fletchings. I shoot white fletchings, so I know right away if there's any white marks on here that the last time I was shooting this must have slid and then my drop away was dropping too slowly. But other people, what they do is they'll take an aerosol spray and spray it on the prongs, and then that'll rub off on the fletching of their arrow, and that's another good way to know right away if your drop away has been adjusted in a negative way since the last time you shot it. Second thing I would do is just bump the limbs of my bow to see if anything's loose. I know that these screws here oftentimes loosen up, so that if I bump it, I can hear it, tighten them down. That's good to go too. And then lastly, I'm going to check every mark on my sight. I mark everything with a pencil mark so that I know if it's slid at all since the last time that I've shot, and also so that I know when I'm adjusting my bow later when I'm shooting if I'm making adjustments in the same direction that I made yesterday, or if I'm making adjustments back to a point that I was normally at. So on the top of my sight, on the side-to-side motion, I have a marking that is actually not quite in line with the main support of my sight, but I know that when I was missing 2 inches to the right at 40 yards today, I look at it and I say, okay, my sight has been farther to the right in the past. I know that I can move it to the right, bring my shot back to the left, and I'll be good to go again. But if you don't mark it with your pencil, sometimes you can be making the same movement every day, farther and farther to the left, and that could be an issue of your rest being out of tune or something else on your bow being loose. So there you have it.